Hey guys, what's up? I'm doing something totally crazy and different tonight. I decided to definitely invite you to a private call so that you could jump on live with me and we could discuss one-on-one some of your questions if you have it about the Ultimate Reset. But at the same time, I figured, hey, why not also go live inside the group as I'm also on live right now. So if you guys want to jump on live with me, you can click the link below and it's just the next post down and you can join me live on a call. But I also wanted to go live in case you needed to see this later or you missed the time and you didn't get your questions in time or you just couldn't jump on because you're busy and you've got other things going on tonight. There's so many frequently asked questions about the cleanse because this is a process that's way more sensitive and way more confusing sometimes and almost, it's unexplained in the market because there's so many trends out there. There's so many trends that are marketing the ultimate, not the Ultimate Reset, they're marketing cleanses. And you've got so many options on YouTube or anything that you Google. If you put in cleanse, it's gonna pop up a million things. The Ultimate Reset is very unique and it's very scientifically founded. And that's what I love about it is that it's not just thrown together based on somebody's personal, experiments. And it's not something that's just trendy like the juice cleanses were for a while. There's a lot of research that's gone into this program. And one of the top questions that I get from people is, oh, there's a bunch of supplements, I don't wanna do it. And I kind of giggle at that comment because that is a lack of education in what a detox or a cleanse actually is. Because if there are no supplements, you're not really detoxing your body as best you could. Some of the starvation diets claim that, you don't need to take anything. You can just starve yourself and your body will cleanse itself. And that's not a healthy way to go through this process at all, not whatsoever. So I always like to address that because there are supplements and they're all very clean supplements. They're scientifically created and researched by nutritionists and people that are professional at studying this stuff. I am not a professional nutritionist. I'm a certified exercise physiologist. I have my master's degree in that. So I have a great education on physiology and the body. And I do believe that it's important to do your research on this stuff. The Ultimate Reset, it combines several supplements because it helps your body go through a process of lowering acidity, boosting the digestive flora and the enzymes in your body, pulling toxins from your gut and releasing that toxicity. And that requires additional things. I want to just mention that in the detox powder in week 2, what is in this is a proprietary blend of chia seed, flax seed, astragalus extract, it's a root, a burdock extract, which is a root, turmeric, schisandra, which is a fruit and seed, and then ginger. That is what is in the detox powder, because with the detox powder, when you're drinking that, what's happening is after you're pulling all the toxins from the mucus lining of your gut, of your intestines, this powder is gonna attach to those toxins, that's gonna grab them and then allow you to eliminate them. So without this powder, it makes it very hard to get that elimination of those toxins out of your system. Sometimes people might think they're doing a detox and they're doing a good thing, but you're getting all those toxins just to float around more, right? You're not actually getting them out of your system. The powdered greens, you want to call it a supplement, but it's a proprietary greens blend with chlorella, spinach powder, cucumber powder, celery powder, kale powder, and maca tea powder. So this is to help decrease the acidity in your body. we are very acidic human beings on almost a regular basis because of the air we breathe, because of the caffeine we drink, the alcohol, the sugars, the acidic types of foods. And when you cleanse, it's really important to lower the acidity levels in your body so that you're able to actually create a different environment where you lower inflammation, right? And that's really important because inflammation is where disease grows. That's where we can get sick. The immune system is not as healthy, and we want to heal that immune system. We want to boost the immune system, matter of fact, right? And we want to lower the inflammation, and we want our body to operate at an optimal level. Our body operates at an optimal level when we're very alkaline. That's why we want to create an alkaline system inside of our body so that everything functions better, right? So these are the supplements that you're taking, but they're natural and they're helping to expedite a process in a 21-day period that is, for most people, if you're just eating like super perfect all the time, and taking some of these natural ingredients almost every day, you can do this naturally, for sure. Absolutely. You wouldn't have to spend the $200. But unfortunately, most people aren't going to do that. So they'll decide not to do anything versus spend the $200 and do a cleanse, which I don't agree with at all. And I believe that once you do this for your body and you get this process started, it's the catalyst to a year of your healthiest life ever. So that's addressing the supplementation thing. And I wanted to mention that because, yeah, it's not cheap because the products aren't cheap. They're not made cheaply, they're not processed cheaply, and they're quality. So the ingredients, if you went out and you bought all of them at the Whole Foods store yourself, they would be just as expensive, if not more, right? Now, I also want to address this workout of why we can't work out. Everybody's like, oh my God, why can't we work out? I'm trying to lose weight. And I get that. I know it's hard to take a break from working out. I agree. I love the sweat and the grind. But there's a time during this process when you don't want to release more lactic acid from protein breakdown in your muscles. So when you break, when you exercise, you tear your muscles and you break down the muscle proteins. So you want to avoid that. Right? And you want to make sure that you're keeping that alkalinity in your body. So it's more about just cardiovascular exercise, improving circulation, improving mobility, stretching, circulation and mobility. We all need more of that anyway. So why not focus on that for a specific amount of time to improve that part of your life? Your body's going to love you for it, trust me, because it's getting enough of what it needs for this, nutrition. The other thing is that when you're doing a cleanse, you are consuming less calories. And so if you're doing aggressive exercise, you're going to start cannibalizing yourself, right? Like starvation mode, which is like what a lot of people are doing with these unnatural cleanses. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you understand the fact that you're taking it a little lighter on your calorie burn because you're taking in less calories and you're treating yourself differently. You're improving circulation and all of that. And this is a good thing for your body, especially once a year. Some people do it twice a year. I do it once a year, and it's a phenomenal way to give yourself recovery, all right? Another, frequently asked question is it hard to follow? Because look at this. There's like a lot of different things to do. I get it, right? And people are freaked out by that. They're busy. They got schedules. They're not always home, and I get it. The cool thing is Beachbody created this cute little kind of cheat sheet, which is like a little pocket guide of all 3 weeks and what you should be doing. And, honestly, to tell you the truth, you're taking your supplements 30 minutes before your meals and before your snack, and that's it, right? You have supplements that are listed here. In week 1, you're basically just doing mineralize and optimize 30 minutes before your meals and before your snacks. And at night, you're doing a soothe. I haven't mentioned that yet, but I mentioned it in my other video, but the soothe is so amazing for your digestion, right? And for that elimination. So this is your little cheat sheet. This is not hard to follow. This is super easy to follow, and this is something that makes it a no-brainer. So you pull it out of your pocket. You also have your little you're gonna have a little case. I don't know if I have mine in here right now, but you have a little mesh bag that comes into your packet or comes in your box, and you can take all of your capsules and your powders with you if you need it. So I'm really excited about sharing this experience with you guys. I know that it might sound confusing at first, but also when you join my program, I'm going to guide you day by day where you can go in and it reminds you in a list of tasks, 30 minutes before breakfast, 30 minutes before lunch, 30 minutes before your snack, 30 minutes before dinner. So you get into a routine of just knowing what you need to do. You're eating like a vegan. It's not difficult at all. Beachbody gives you a beautiful, beautiful list of meals and recipes that you can eat during this cleanse. I also give you my personal meal plan because I do not make all of these different meals that they have in here. Like for instance, I would not have tempeh with avocado for breakfast. Not gonna happen. But what I do have in week 1 is I have beans, I have pintos with avocado and scrambled eggs on the side. Right? So I have like many different things. I even have in week 1, since you can have eggs, I even have friggin' French toast. Not kidding you. Because you can have a little maple syrup on there, add some berries on the side. Phenomenal. But in week 2 and then week 3, you can no longer have eggs because now you're eliminating all animal proteins, right? So then it's going to change to a different kind of meal, right? More fruit, more sides of grains, and it's not as much of the proteins and the yogurts and things like that. So then I'm going to give you options there because it gets boring if, you have to eat the same thing every day. So if you have a few options, you can get through 7 days, even if you're eating the same freaking thing, right? Every day. You can eat the same thing every day for 7 days. This is the only time of year that you need to do that. Yeah, tempeh is not my jam either. So, some people agree with me on that. So I just wanted to let you guys know this is not a hard thing to follow, and my program guides you through so many daily tasks that keep you on track. I also really like to remind you of the different tips and daily rituals that'll help you feel your best. Things like taking taking brain breaks and taking deep breaths, walking outside, 10 deep breaths, stretching in the middle of the day, getting out of your desk and giving yourself a big release, meditation, things like that are really gonna help you. I mean, even at night, having some rituals, like sometimes taking a bath or, sitting down and just reading a part of your book or journaling about what you're grateful for. Anything like that, just to remind you that this is a time of healing from the inside. And this is a really good time for you to give yourself the opportunity to do different things that you might not normally do. You're hustling, pounding your body, and it's really a great experience to give your body that release. Like this program talks about, it's about reclaiming, releasing, and restoring. So I hope that I answered some of those frequently asked questions. Another one is, do you get hungry? I get that all the time. People are always like, Anna, am I gonna be starving? Do we get enough food? And to be honest, when you're not doing aggressive workouts and you're keeping that on the minimal, I think that you're getting, you're getting enough calories. I'm gonna need a sip of water. I think you're getting enough calories, but to be honest, I eat a little more than they allow. I'm not gonna lie. I tend to add maybe a little extra in week 3 because in week 3 it cuts down your whole grains and your starches as well, and that's fine. I cut down my starches and whole grains, but if it says that I can have a half a sweet potato, I'm gonna. Right? I mean, it's not that big of a deal if I have a whole sweet potato, if it's not like the size of my arm, like some of those sweet potatoes are. And I feel like since it's a healthy food, it's not a bad thing. It's aligned with the guidelines of the meal plan. And I don't really believe that in this cleanse, it's really about trying to strictly like figure out calorie wise, like how many calories you're having. It's more about following the types of foods and keeping a moderate portion so that you're not overloading the system. But if it says have 1 piece of toast and you're really hungry and you want freaking 2 pieces of toast, you go for it. You know what I'm saying? It's aligned with the guidelines of what you can eat. And if you feel like you're not getting enough, honestly, I'm super anal about that stuff, even in my own experience. So I truly believe that you will have enough food and you'll feel satisfied, but some people freak out because it's like way different in week 3. You're living on fruits and vegetables, and it's kind of an abnormal for most people. So you want to eat those starches a little more. Like I include the lentils and some of the beans and some of the quinoas and sweet potatoes because I need them, right? Yeah, and water totally helps. Yes, thank you. Because it's honestly one of those things where most people who are dehydrated always feel hungry, and once they get that water, their like body is feeling good and satisfied. So I'm glad that I could answer some questions live here tonight, and I really encourage you guys to reach out to me, jump in this program so you can do it with us. We kick it off next week, and honestly, if you don't jump in time to start with us, jump in and start on your own. I will absolutely give you access to the course and the materials, and you can join us at any time because I don't want to exclude anyone from this experience. Any time of year that you want to do this, you're welcome to do this. I would love to guide you. Even if I'm not personally doing it, I know that I'll help to guide you through it and that you'll love it and you'll feel like a new woman or a new man. All right? Have an awesome evening, and I'll talk to you guys later.